Hello everyone, I'm Do An Phu. I learn in class X31 in National Secondary School. Today I'll present about one of the most fascinating topics is about the differences between generations in the history of human. First, during 300,000 years of human extinctions, we have been through many generations and we have evolved from bipedal creatures to high-class animals. Well, during that long period of time, we have been through many generations, and each generations have differences because they are based on different period of time. Okay, now as of 2025, scientists have unscrambled these generations into 5 main generations, which I will talk right after this. Let's talk about the first generation, the baby boomers, which are people that born from 1946 to 1964. For me, this is the most miserable generation I've ever seen. They not only suffer from World War II, but also bear the impact of World War I. People from this generation have to suffer from psychological loss, family loss, poverty, and social problems like apartheid. Right after the baby boomers is the Generation X, which are people born in 1965 to 1980. People from these generations have witnessed the start of simple technology, economic globalization, and even though they are living the much more gladsome lifestyle than the baby boomers, they still have to face with social challenges. Okay, the next two generations are Generation Y and Generation Z. The Generation Z is the generation I'm thinking to. I am born in 2011. These two generations don't have much to talk about. We born in a quite modern period of time. We witness some new modern technology, but not as the last but not least generation. The last but not least, Generation Alpha, people that born in 2013 to now. Well, I have to say this perhaps to be the happiest generation of our time. They born in the 21st century, when there's the quickest development of technology and automation. That is 5 main technology of human history. Now let's been through some example of differences in generation. Well, maybe because of the long period of time of evolving, people from each generations have differences, and that's maybe why you older generation usually have conflict with young generation. That solves the problem why you always have arguments with your mother or father. For example, a grandfather who was born in 1970 is finding it difficult to adapt to what his daughter born in 2011 see and do every day, the hairstyle, what they play, what they see, recording video clips and post it on TikTok or tweet on Twitter. That thing is the things that mostly our elderly around the world cannot adapt. Well, but somehow there are still some elderly that can adapt to the development of humanity. My grandfather, for example, I don't know how he can adapt to everything we did. Well, in summary, human history have differences between generations in the lifestyle. Well, each generation have different period of time. They have different events, the war, sometime of peace. This does make them hard to adapt, and there may be contain conflict between them. But through that, we can see that how quick we have developed through times, how diversity the differences between us. That is all about I want to say the differences between generation in the history of mankind. But the first thing I want to send is that you have to send empathy to elderly and maybe your father and your mother, because we have born in different generations. Sometimes we cannot understand each other. Thank you for listening.